The Biggest Loser announces their coaches, and there's possible hope.
You gotta be so good that they can't ignore you, especially the ones that ain't done shit for you. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. They stab you in the back and then they ask why you're bleeding. I don't trust words, I trust actions. I don't care what you heard, I'm not slacking.
My name is Alan Roberts. This is Everyday Fitness. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell over there, share my videos, subscribe to my second channel, Alan Roberts. In my opinion, of course, linked above, below at the end. Thank you very much. So, The Biggest Loser has announced their coaches for the 2020 television season, and it does have a little bit of hope. I would like to add that I am hopeful because what was before, The Biggest Loser before, was horrific, and anybody that had anything to do with that show, that knows anything about fitness, any of the trainers or anything like that, should not be considered fitness professionals. In my opinion, of course, that show before was literally the monetization of the systematic mental and physical torture of obese people. It was disgusting. I personally, I hated every episode that I watched. It was literally how to not train an obese person. The temptations they would place in front of them, it's like placing a drug in front of an addict, a temptation drug in front of an addict. It was horrific, and the ridiculous physical torture that they put these people through was disgusting. It is absolutely the way not to train obese people. It is just a block-by-block way of not training obese people. I found it horrific. And when I look back on them, there's often times when I'm doing research and I look back on those episodes, I have a hard time watching. Anybody, like any trainer that was on that show, does not have any, like, I don't respect them at all. Jillian Michaels, all the big name people that became super popular because they were on the show and people actually thought they knew what they were doing when it comes to fitness and have built large empires about it, are fucking disgusting individuals. Because here's the thing, even though they were young maybe when they got onto the show, they absolutely knew that the shit was fucking terrible. If they didn't, they're fucking idiots. If they did, that means they just sold out and were okay with torturing people for money and to sign multiple year deals with fucking screaming and yelling at people, you better get up, you're a fucking, all that shit. It was horrible. Horrible, disgusting show. Now, the new coaches, there is Erica Love Fit. Erica Love Fit is also known as Erica Lugo. And one of the things that gives me great hope is that she is a fitness trainer and she has herself lost about 170 pounds. So therefore, she has some premise and some idea of what she's doing. Whereas none of these trainers before, I believe, even knew the first bit about how to safely and effectively train an obese person for long-term weight loss, to lose weight and to keep it off, because it's not really weight loss if it's not kept off, if it's not permanent weight loss. That's why when you see people lose weight in a rapid fashion, 10, 15 pounds a week, even for somebody that's 400 pounds, 10 pounds a week is a little much if it's not water weight. So when you see that, it isn't really sustainable, because true weight loss is permanent weight loss. And that show obviously had nothing to do with it, because many of the people gained all the weight back. And it's surprising that they didn't all gain the weight back, because in reality, losing weight that quickly under those type of circumstances in a very, what would be considered a sanitary environment, meaning that there's no outside distractions. Their entire job is to eat what they're told to eat, work out how they're told to work out, and giving 1,000 calories a day with, hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of physical activity is not something that can actually be sustained in the real world. So they then didn't learn any skills needed to be able to keep that weight off. They were just tortured into basically thinness, which is disgusting, because that's abso-fucking-lutely not health. So I do have high hopes that this woman will bring some sanity to the show. I'm hoping that if for some reason, they would try to do something fucking crazy, this woman would realize it and say, no, that's not a good fucking idea. I'm hoping that the show realizes it itself, because it took a lot of fucking heat. And it justly show. Again, it was disgusting. The whole fucking show, disgusting. The other coach's name is Steve Cook. Steve Cook is a rather famous figure when it comes to the fitness world. He's got 2.5 million followers on Instagram, and he's got about over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He is well known, decently well respected from what I can see. Now, the thing about Steve Cook being on the show that I'm going to find a little bit odd is that does mean that The Biggest Loser is now in some way associated with Gymshark, and Gymshark is not really known for knowing what the fuck they're doing when it comes to fitness. But I do have high hopes for this show. Between these two people's reputations and hopefully knowledge base, I have high hopes that in some way this show will be a much better roadmap on how for people to get from obese weights to healthy. The problem with the premise of the show is that it rewards weight loss in a rapid fashion, the biggest loser in the shortest period of time, and that is not actually healthy. The idea is, I'm hoping that the show has a much more presented focus on psychological counseling, on sustained lifestyle changes versus just crashing their diets down to 1,000 calories. I'm hoping that the show does not have some sort of extremely dangerous activities such as running for 400-pound people and screaming at them when they fall down. I'm hoping that the show has a much more health and sustainable-based premise with these two individuals leading the charge. I really fucking do. I don't have super high hopes because, again, I don't think that they make the decisions on the training. I'm hoping that the people that are, helping them, I'm hoping they have some input, but I don't think they make fully decisions because the show's going to want what sells, with the drama. They're going to want the drama. Whereas that's not truly the case because when a morbidly obese person is trying to get healthy, they have enough drama. They have enough internal struggle. They have enough internal turmoil. They have enough shit going on in their own head. They don't need somebody screaming at them that they haven't run a mile fast enough when they're 450 pounds and they're giving themselves stress fractures in their fucking shins like used to happen on the fucking previous version of this show. So I'm definitely hoping, because I'm going to be doing a weekly recap, good, bad, whatever, a weekly recap of the show, blow by blow. And I have sent Erica Lovefit and Steve Cook a message on Instagram stating, hey, I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm going to be doing this on the show, just so anybody's wondering. Again, I'm sure they can't probably respond back because of contractual things, but I'm very interested to see that if this show is different this time. I'm very hopeful. I want to be hopeful that this show can start being a roadmap on how, for people that are morbidly obese or overweight, to lose weight in a healthy fashion. I truly hope that this is a turning point for shows like this. I'm hoping we get away from the crash diets and the ridiculous exercises to the point where we're teaching health, wellness, sustainability, and proper, emotional and mental care for people that have food addiction, eating disorders, those sorts of things. Because that's when a person gets to 500 pounds, there are some issues with fucking food, period. So, my 2 cents in the matter. I'm hopeful for the biggest loser. I really am. And I really, really, really hope that these two people bring some fucking sense to the matter. That's just my opinion. My name is Alan Roberts. Hit me up on Instagram at EverydamnFitness. Hit me up on Twitter at EverydamnFitness. I'm also on Facebook at EverydamnDayFitness. On the internet at EverydamDayFitness.net. Hope you motherfuckers do your jobs. Goddamn.